Alright guys, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a heater that has been an absolute game changer for me. I will link it in the description below because I know there's so many different heaters that you could kind of get mixed up with. But trust me when I tell you guys, this heater right here is hands down the best heater that I have ever tried, especially for a garage gym. So if you guys have been subscribed to the channel for a while, you guys would know that I've been complaining a little bit about the cold weather and basically kind of how it's really hard and demotivating to work out in a cold garage gym, especially in the middle of winter in a cold state or a cold climate. And so I've tried basically everything. I've got 2 heat dishes, I've tried oil heaters, I've tried the Big Buddy heater as well, the propane heater for indoors. I've tried so many different things. I've tried, little space heaters, little electric space heaters, 1500 watts, and it has never done the job. So all of those, they kind of, can work if you're okay with kind of working out in a little bit cold weather, but it at least breaks the cold a little bit. But nothing has ever worked to where it's like you walk into the gym and I'm like, dang, it is really comfortable in here, until I use this heater. So if you guys are looking for just a heater where you could basically turn it on, crank it up in the midst of winter and walk into a nice climate controlled gym, then this is the heater for you. Like, trust me, 100% this is the heater for you. It is the King ECO2S, and basically it's a 7500 watt heater. Let me show you guys kind of how it looks. As you guys can see, we're in a home gym, we're in my garage gym. This is where I work out. It's a 1-car garage. On the other side of this curtain, there's 2 more spaces, 2 more bays. So it's basically a 3-car garage, but I've separated it into a 1-car garage specifically for working out. And excuse the mess for the workout equipment. So this is the heater, and it looks really, really good. The inside looks really good. Everything is built very clean and is very, very well built as well. And I love how on the front they include the little controls as well. So just in case you lose your remote, you won't be in a bad situation. So here's the remote. Everything works perfect. Start, stop. You could turn on different modes and timers. You could turn up the heat, and everything works really, really good with this heater. And then they also come with this bracket that you can screw into whatever you would like as well. So as you guys can see, on this side I have a external thermometer, and this one actually goes to this heater called infrared doctor heater. Now the reason why I said if you're gonna get a heater, please save your time, save your money, and get this one right here. So the first one I tried to get was the infrared doctor heater, and I tried to look up so many reviews. There's barely any videos and any information about heaters like this 7500 watt garage heaters. So I went ahead and I pulled the trigger on this, and actually I'll show you guys where it is. It's currently sitting right here, and the reason why I'm gonna return it, this thing, by the way, just to long story short, it really, really sucks. That heater really sucks. The internal thermometer on the doctor heater is really, really bad. It reads like basically 95 degrees when it's 45, 50 degrees in here max. And so I think the maximum to crank that other heater up was 95, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 90 or 95, one or the other. And so it would reach that maximum level, and then it would automatically shut off. It has an automatic shut off as a safety feature, and so I'd never get above 50 degrees in here. And so that was the biggest issue. So I told myself, you know what if we install an external thermometer, so we don't have to use the internal thermometer anymore. So that's what we did. We installed that external thermometer over there in that corner. And let me show you guys really quick how that looks. So there it is. There's the external thermometer. Everything works on it, and we connected it. However, it did not solve the problem. So it would read a little bit more accurate temperatures from the thermometer, the external thermostat, and it would actually be really, really accurate. When you set it at like, let's say 55, it would get to 55 and then shut off, which is good. Now the problem is when that doctor heater basically got to a certain temperature, there was an internal shut off, and so it would literally shut off every single time and flash that emergency LED or the alarm LED, and then it would just completely shut off and never turn back on. You'd have to go manually click the remote and turn it back on in order for the heater to turn on. Now that's a huge issue because you can't, for a space like this I remember one time we had, actually just a few days ago, we had 20-degree weather, and it was about, I think 40 degrees, 30-40 degrees in the garage. If I were to turn on that other heater, it would basically get to, you know, 45-50 degrees maximum, and then it would shut off. And if you turn on the heater, and let's say you go inside to change your clothes, get ready for the gym while the gym heats up, you basically come back to a gym that's still cold because the heater shut off. And so this King heater, ECO2S, is the best thing I have like ever invested in this garage gym. If I knew how good it was, I genuinely would have waited for like a whole bunch of other equipment and installed that heater first, because that heater literally makes the gym perfect temperature. And actually, I'll show you guys a clip where basically within a few minutes, within I think 30 minutes, it went from, what was it, 56 degrees, 57 degrees Fahrenheit to 74 or something like that. So about, what is that, 18 degrees? Yeah, 17, 18 degrees Fahrenheit within a few minutes. Now, keep in mind, it was really nice that day. It was really, really nice outside. Relatively speaking, it was in the 50s, I believe. And so it was really nice outside compared to the other days we've gotten. But even actually, we had a snowstorm where it was basically a blizzard outside, and I turned it on just to test it and work out, see if I could get a workout in. And it was really comfortable. I got it up in the 70s, no problem at all. And so that is really good news. I know a whole bunch of you guys live in cold climates, cold weather, and that's why you guys can't have garage gyms or can't enjoy your garage gym. So if you're having that problem, trust me, get an electrician, install the ECO2S from the King heater, okay? Again, link in the description, but trust me, this heater is literally the best. Now, the internal thermometer on this, I don't think you could hook up an external thermometer to the King heater, and they advertise a plus or minus 1% accuracy, I believe, and I think that's false, because when the gym is 76, in the 70s, the heater reads in the 90s. And so just keep that in mind. Now, if you guys can see actually where I have my thermometer, my thermostat is right here, about eye level, about face level basically with me, and then the heater is a little bit higher. Now, if you guys don't know, hot air comes up, hot air always goes higher. And so it might be accurate that this level right here is in the 70s, and then a little bit higher might be in the 80s, but I don't know if it would be in the 90s. So just keep in mind, it's not 100% accurate. Now, really quick, so to set it up, make sure you hire someone that knows what they're doing. So a good electrician, because you have to set up, I believe, a 40 amp breaker for 7,500 watts, and then you have to run 8 gauge wire either through the wall or through some metal wiring or conduit. And so make sure you hire an electrician for this installation, unless you know exactly what you're doing, because it's not just a plug in to a wall. You literally have to go and you have to hardwire it into a circuit breaker, and run that circuit breaker, run that thick wire all the way to the heater, and then connect it, hardwire it to the heater as well. So just keep that in mind, that it's not really an easy installation to where you just plug it into a regular outlet and you know, you're good to go. It does require some professional installation. So really quick, I'll go ahead and turn on the heater. Actually, let me do a test real quick for the remote, see if it can get it all the way back here. Yeah, so click and it works. And the amazing thing about this, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Usually you can hear it in the background of my other videos, just because the fan is so strong, which is really, really good, because with the cheaper heater that I got, the fan was so weak that basically the hot air never touched the ground. The hot air always stayed up. It would kind of come down and just come right back up. So if you raised your hand a little bit, it would be really hot up here, and then really, really cold once you get down to the ground. So having a really strong fan with this heater is a very, very good plus. Now I'm gonna walk closer just so you guys can hear kind of how loud it is. And again, the mic is on my chest. Let me show you guys. The microphone is right there. So I'm standing literally right under the heater. I feel the heat. And it feels really good. You guys could actually see my clothes kind of move. So it's it's already really, really hot. It feels really comfortable right here. So it warms up really good, really quick, and is very, very efficient. What's really nice about it as well is, I don't know if you guys can see it right here. I don't want to get the camera too close because it is going to be hot, but right here it says low and eco. Okay, now what happens is basically when you reach a certain temperature, let's say I put it at 70, right? And let's say it goes up to 70 degrees, or let's say it goes to 69, right? It wouldn't run on high anymore. It would turn it back down to low, and so that way it conserves some energy. You're not using the maximum amount of watts, and so that hopefully will help the electrical bill as well, that it automatically switches from high to low to off, and so you don't have to worry about overheating. You don't have to worry about it running for too long on high. So that's a really, really nice feature. And then also what's really nice about this, and in the summer it got really hot in the gym as well, so kind of hitting two birds in one stone, that this has a fan only mode. And so actually on the back of the remote, you guys can kind of see it right here. It says fan or heat, press mode, heat mode, fan only mode. So, and then it says it right there, H or F for fan only or heat. So actually let's go ahead and try it. So I'll press mode, it says OH, and then I press mode again, it says H for heat, and then I press down and it turned to F. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says F, and it basically shuts off all the heat and goes to fan only. So that is really a really nice feature. And again, if I want to turn it to heat again, I push mode twice and then push the up button, and it turns on the heater again. So this is really an awesome heater, man. If you guys are looking for a heater, and I'm serious, like if you guys live in a cold climate, a cold state, cold country, wherever you are, and you need a heater, you need just one heater to heat up a nice garage, get this heater right here, okay? And if you live in a really cold climate with uninsulated walls and a huge garage, you might want to look into a 10,000 watt heater, because that will obviously cover more space. And then just one more tip, make sure you guys have curtains. If you guys don't use the whole garage or the whole space wherever you are, get some thermal curtains. I'll also link these in the description below if you guys are curious what curtains I use. These are thermal curtains, and also kind of sound deafening curtains as well. So if you blast music or if you're deadlifting super loud, it kind of helps reduce that noise onto the other side of the curtain. So really nice, and it helps with the insulation and just getting your area really nice and comfortable when you need it the most. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. I really would appreciate it. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and inshallah I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.